Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
First carry here for Joe Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
By Denzel Ward. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Burrow on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Ross, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
He's going to air it out deep for Green. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
35 to Mike.
A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. Again, it's Burrow. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
Check. Tighten up. Watch safety creep. Check 99.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Here's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Tyler.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 10-yard line, here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
You see? They can't stop me out here.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Randy Bullock on for the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
Bullock's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Bengals 3, Browns 0.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
One of the best around, Big Geno Atkins there on the stop, an 8-time Pro Bowler, including each of the last 6 seasons.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for Cincinnati. 49 yards.
At the 3-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
At the Browns' 6-yard line.
Another try for Mixon. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Tackle made at the
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Drive about to get started, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Mayfield now on 2nd down. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not... in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Intended for Austin Hooper. 3 and out. 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillen down as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Mayfield to throw it. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He's got a man, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, 79 yards. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
I'm about to make a
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
6-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Going deep downfield for Ross. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch you hate, watch you learn, can't relate. Watch you skirt out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. On the delay, it's Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 38 yards on the scamper there.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Now it's Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Now it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Miles Kelleher with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Chubb will have the first down and much more. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Mayfield now. Now Mayfield lost the football. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Ball carrier.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Browns.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And boom, there he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Touchdown.
Martin, I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes guys who are built with the dimension of linebackers can actually get lost from sight by the quarterback.
Well, they're usually not the tallest guys.
So, yeah, that allows him sometimes to kind of hide down in there, kind of get a little bit lower, and maybe he just never saw him. But, boy, he sure wishes he had. He picked it off and ran it all the way back for a touchdown.
And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7.
Makes the score Bengals 13, Browns 7. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Ball carrier. He was brought down by Josh Bynes. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Around the NFL, 3rd quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, and the Falcons have added to their lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Bengals drive about to get going. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
He finds his running back, Mixon, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. First down, Mixon, and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Mixon's the ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Back at the 43-yard line.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown,
Nick Chubb, 87 yards. And the Browns are an extra point away from taking the lead in this game. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Play action. It's Burrow. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Burrow now, a big spot for the Heisman Trophy winner. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd and 2.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Browns drive about to get started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. To throw, Mayfield. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Cleveland.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They run. Chubb. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
The 47-yard line.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
And the Browns first down.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On first down, they'll run with Chubb, and he'll be taken down at the 34. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Chubb. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
3rd down.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now Catanzaro comes on in a pressure spot from the left hash. This from 46. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He completes it to Boyd. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
Now Burrow loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Point after now from Catanzaro.
For the extra point.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Browns 24, Bengals 13.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Heck of a play there by Olivier Vernon to get upfield and bring him down behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Rolling to his left. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A final shot now for Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Today's final score.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for Cleveland, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.